Hello everyone, how you going? And welcome to Life Hacks, where hopefully we can get a bit of insight into how to better navigate this world. You know, this year's been a hell of a year, so any little one-up we can get might really help us out. So we'll see what these people have to say, but let's jump into it. I know it's basic, but this is the only hack that has ever blown my mind in real life. Using soda can tabs to stack the clothes hanging in your closet. Unexpected bonus. It's super helpful to organize your clothes via grouping. Oh yeah, that makes sense, I guess. They are a nice strong piece of aluminium. I guess the only thing is with this, sometimes hanging cupboards aren't the tallest. You don't have the most depth to the cupboard. So in that case, you probably wouldn't be able to do it with some taller things, but I don't know, if you're hanging up t-shirts, you might be able to stack a few of them. I guess for people that make outfits as well, it would make sense because then you can just have them all at once, all together, and then you just grab the top one off the hanger. Definitely makes sense. It's almost a little DIY, but we'll overlook that. I don't fully understand why you couldn't have just hung this up onto the actual rack or the bar. If you're out of space, you're kind of going to be out of space regardless, unless you got super bulky things. I could definitely see this being a tip for uni students that don't have a bar. They might just have some place, a little piece that they can hang stuff up on, and they only get one spot, so they can just keep going down. Instead of throwing your mask in your bag or your purse, use an old eyeglass case to keep it clean. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Instead of it all being scrunched up and in your pocket or in your bag with everything else and you can't find it. I guess the only thing you got to remember is that it's not glasses in there. You go, oh yeah, I got my glasses in my case, no worries. You leave the house and then you go, oh, I can't see now. At least I'm safe, but I can't see anything because I don't have my glasses on me. I thought I had my glasses and I just brought this case instead. But no, that does make sense. I guess any type of container would work pretty well, I imagine, considering, you know, it's just a place to keep it safe. I guess the glasses case makes sense because it's kind of the right shape. You could almost just do it in a Ziploc bag. It's not going to give it any hard protection, but if you just want to keep the world off it, then that would make sense as well. So find lids, avoid mold and funky smell of closed jars. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Keep everything together. True, because they do smell a bit if you just keep them for ages and ages with their lid on. Something about I don't know why that is. You'd think that'd keep it fresh. But yeah, you just got to have enough rubber bands for however many of the jars you have, and then you should be good. This person must also have a lot of jars if this is a common problem for them. You know, they were thinking going, oh, I can never find the right lid. Geez, what can I do? Oh, I'll just rubber band it to the side. I guess if this was DIY, they'd probably chuck some hot glue and make a little holder for it on the side. This is a much better solution. 2020 brings lots of baggages to this term. Hopefully this will never need to be used. Oh yeah, how to prevent an anxiety attack. Breathe deeply through your nose and out through your mouth. Slowly look around you and find 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, 2 things smells you like, and 1 emotion you feel. This is called grounding and help you feel like you've gone too far in your head and lost all control of your surroundings. Yeah, this is good. I have no evidence that this is scientifically backed or anything, but anyone that's trying to help other people out this year is definitely a good thing. Everyone needs a little bit of TLC. I wonder if it matters about the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 or not. I wonder if that just helps you kind of slowly bring yourself back in, or if it's just kind of a random number or something. So yeah, hopefully if this can help someone, then why not? If you have kids in elementary school, turn on subtitles when they are watching TV and watch their reading skills improve drastically. Alright, it's not an image or anything. But no, but that does make sense. You know, the kids that then follow along, they likely already know a whole bunch of the words, but they don't know how to read it yet. And so when they can suddenly read it, and also I guess with the spelling of the word, then they can see the sentence structure and all of the different words that they might be using. Obviously some things and some words they probably won't be able to keep up with, but that's alright. They might learn some new words through it as well. But no, I can definitely see how this would work. You know, kids just love to sponge things up, so any kind of input they're getting, whether that be through TV or reading, it definitely would work. The best thing about this is because they can hear the words and then see them hopefully at the same time, they'll be able to create that correlation there. Hopefully the subtitles are correct, because you know, sometimes TV subtitles aren't the greatest. But no, that's definitely a life hack, something to keep in mind. You know, almost as less and less people watch TV, I'm sure you could do it to other things as well. Open a watermelon with a toothpick. Oh wow, so you just stick it in. Whoa, did he just flick? Whoa, oh wow, so you just make a tension relief and a little crack and flick it. That's a hard flick, surely. How many times has this person done this before they even got here? But yeah, you just said bang, bang, right at the base of it where it's grown, and it just splits right open. All that pressure in the watermelon, even though it's a bit of a different situation, but you can definitely see it when people rubber band a watermelon, and all that pressure inside the watermelon just explodes after it gives way. Like, sure, the rubber bands are exploding it and making it go crazy, but the watermelon also has that kind of pressure inside it. It's amazing. I would have never thought about that. I wonder who discovered that. Someone was sick of trying to smash it open with a rock or have to cut it open. Someone was definitely big brain when they thought of this. I had an event tonight and couldn't find my pocket square. Wow, that makes perfect sense because you can tie the colours in together. If the mask is compulsory, then you have to have that on and that colour, and if you don't have a custom one, it's likely to be that blue. And so to go with the navy suit, you get to put in your pocket square, fluff it up a little bit. Makes perfect sense. Probably came off better than if you just had a pocket square that wasn't matching anything else. It would have looked a bit weird. See, people are just becoming more and more resourceful during these times. It just forces you to think outside the box. Like, oh no, I don't have it anymore. But yes, then I've got 2 of these and I'll use this. Perfect. Stuff it in. You're all good to go. Most people probably wouldn't even notice. They would have really just liked the color accenting. But you're looking very dapper, my friend. Nice background with the entire stadium. I wonder where that is. Looking at it now, it looks like a baseball pitch, maybe? Maybe you guys can tell me in the comments where that is. Keep it fresh. Reuse plastic bottle tops to tightly seal food bags. Oh yeah. Cut the mouth off the plastic bottle, just cut off the crest, save the cap. Oh yeah, and then fold it back and then screw it on. That makes perfect sense. Give it a nice lid. Wonder what they did there, maybe Bickies or something. But yeah, that's the ultimate way of keeping stuff fresh. Better than a rubber band or whatnot. And it's often you just rubber band it up. And also pretty easy, I guess, really. You just feed it through, undo it. Maybe this is especially better for stuff you don't access as open. Keep it fully sealed. And also, then you just look like you've wrapped a whole bunch of little bottles in your cupboard or whatnot. You just have them all stacked up. People just go, oh, what's with all the little water bottles? No, these are the Bickies, these are the M&Ms, this is my grapes. You know, this somewhere it just makes you feel good, doesn't it? Other people are just trying to help other people out. You know, you might pick up a trick or two. Maybe you know some of them, but then you can relate. It's just feel good. Wash your rugs at a self-service car wash if you don't have a power washer. Oh yeah, that definitely makes sense because then you get the soapiness as well. Someone definitely thought about that out of necessity. They got some manky rug and then they went, oh well, I'll just take it to there. I can then just spray it and she'll be all good and everything else should come out. Yeah, look, and you get all the different choices too, how hard it is, how foamy, all of the different stuff. Oh yeah, and then bring a squeegee to squeege excess water and load into the back of a truck or dry at home. Oh, I see what they are. They're for car mats. Yeah, that makes so much sense then. Perfectly designed for this, isn't it? It makes so much sense to do. See, people are clever. Sometimes you have to go to a subreddit like this and come from idiots and cars or crappy design and then you really get to see the better part of the world. See people actually using their brains instead of making everyone else's life harder. For cat owners, use a beard trimmer to shave off all the pull threads from your cat clawing furniture. Makes it a lot less noticeable with that clean couch shave. Oh yeah, okay, so you're just kind of de-pilling it. Doesn't that also work with a pilling machine? But maybe not because this is a bit harder. Yeah, you just get in there, just looks like you get a brand new couch every 2 weeks. That's a hell of a beard to shave though. Imagine doing a whole couch like that. That would take so long, every cushion, front, back. I guess hopefully your cat just isolates to one corner maybe, so you only have to do one corner. But man, if you have to do the whole couch, you almost just need to wax the couch so it doesn't come back as quickly, you know? That'll give you the true perfect couch look. But no, I'm sure you get pretty quick at it if you were doing it all the time. Sneaky bastard. Oh, the double bowl. I mean, it looks a bit sus with the double bowl. Maybe if you had 2 perfect looking bowls that fit into each other, that'd be better. But yeah, you just put it next to the healthy stuff. You got Gatorade and fruit. And then underneath, just everything's there right for the picking. And also, who thought of this first? Some 8-year-old kid? No, mom and dad, I didn't get anything. I just came back with apples and bananas. It was great. I really turned over a new leaf. But that bowl's massive. How much did you get where you're filling an entire bowl? That's crazy. You can see the size of the apple in that photo and the banana. And he's got this much below. That's ridiculous. Hopefully that's your yearly supply because otherwise, you're going to start being a balloon. Use yoga blocks in lieu of a squatty potty. I will admit, not too sure what yoga blocks are, but I guess that makes sense. Yeah, you just be able to raise up the feet for kids so they can touch the feet on the ground and get up. I would hope they're heavy because I would think a yoga block would be made of foam. So hopefully they're stable enough and the kid just doesn't step up on them and go whew. Any type of little stool is great. You know, often there's the little kiddie stools anyway so they can get up to benches and whatnot. Those kind of things work well as well. But see, this person had the problem. They didn't want to have to buy a different stool or something. And then all of a sudden they went, look, these are perfect. I'd imagine they'd get pretty dirty, but maybe yoga blocks get dirty. I have no idea. But yeah, I guess this is a solution. Wife didn't have a bunt cake pan. I thought her solution was pretty ingenious. Oh yeah, so I think you just got a jar and wrapped it in foil. That makes so much sense. Also, because with the foil, you're going to get that heat transfer down into the middle. I think one of the main reasons of the cake is because it cooks so much faster as well. Because you just don't have that solid center that you're waiting ages for. As well as being a little bit novel with its shape and whatnot. Oh, this is a series of photos. But yeah, here we go. So that was the outcome. Look, that looks pretty good. I have no idea what's in it or whatnot. But you can see it worked perfectly. Yeah, let's look at the next one. But yeah, look, you can see it just worked perfectly. Perfect hole through the middle. Massive donut is what you've made there. You got some nice marbling over here. I guess going back to this one, you definitely want to make sure the glass jar is oven proof because that glass is going to be getting real hot. Because, you know, not all glass can take that kind of heat. So I guess you want to make sure you got a nice thick one / definitely one that is oven safe. I don't know if I've ever seen a jar saying that it's oven safe, but unless you just know that this one will be good, but still be careful and make sure you've got the right jar for the job. But yeah, nice work. It sounded like this was made as a one-off considering you didn't have one. Maybe for a little party or something, but it looks really good. Hopefully it tasted good as well. For anyone dealing with a biology class, a fun little way I use to remember the cell cycle is, pass me a taco, chief. You got prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, and cytokinesis. Mine actually was IPMAP, because I believe it actually goes interphase, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, and then cytokinesis as well. So IPMATC. That was just what I was taught. Yeah, anything works. If you want a taco instead, that makes total sense. Relating things to food will often make people be able to remember it pretty well, I reckon. I'm sure there's a million of these, and maybe you've made your own. If you have, leave it down in the comments and we'll see all the different styles people have. Maybe you've gone with food, maybe you've gone with animals, whatever is related to you, and maybe we'll help some people out. Because yeah, that was always one. You got to get it right. You got to get the phases right. Biology is often just about copy paste answers. They want what was in the textbook in the exam, and you know, you don't have to be fancy with it. So if this helps anyone pass, yeah, go for it. Just found this. This will save me getting stuck in the freezers while I'm trying to get that tub at the back. Must reach ice cream. Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. That's probably how they do restock and everything. I don't know if I've ever seen that at Australian supermarkets, actually. That might be one thing in particular wherever this is. But yeah, if you really need to get that one tub, the last one, it's all the way at the back. You got short little arms. To save yourself getting swallowed by the freezer, you just conveyor belt it to yourself, and yeah, that'd be sweet. If you're feeling really nice, if you saw a whole bunch of them, you just pull them all towards you, so then you know you're helping other people out, because they probably don't know this. You know, this person has just shared a little secret between us. Look at them. And then pull it. Yeah, definitely make sure you push it back and you don't snap it when you close the door. Also, that's a thing, why don't people seem to be able to close doors and the slidey top doors? Every time I go to the shopping center, it's just one just left open and a little bit open, or the door isn't shut at all. I don't get it. I really don't get it. How do people not close it? They're just blasting cold air out the little crack, or big crack maybe, and just wasting electricity and everything, trying to make stuff melt. So don't be one of those people that doesn't know how to shut a cold fridge door. I put my gum inside this pill bottle so people think I'm taking medications and don't ask for gum. Oh, that's just dodgy. Come on now. You don't have to be that over the top, surely. Because, you know, you can say no, you know. You don't have to disguise it as medicine. You could just go, oh, actually, nah, sorry, I don't have many left and I want to keep them to myself. Might be a little selfish, but still, if you're getting that many people might think you're addicted. If you're having, what is it, 50 Tylenol a day? You know, you can't be doing that. You can't be having 50 a day. It's very bad for you. There's definitely a recommended dosage of these kind of things. And then you have to explain that, oh, no, it's just, you know, it's just gum, you know, keep it on the down low and whatnot. So yeah, I don't know about this one, but I guess it works for its purpose. AP parent life hack. I just yelled 1, 2, 3. Mummy is lava and my kids ran away, leaving me to drink my coffee in peace. I'm pretty sure I've peaked for the day. Every little moment counts, doesn't it? If you can do that and just gain that little 5 minutes of serenity while they just think you're lava. But yeah, I'm sure if all the parents came together and conglomerated all the tips and tricks, you'd have an infinite book of things. I wonder how old this is, because it makes so much sense. If the kids are whatever, you know, 5 or whatnot, and suddenly, oh, I'm lava, you don't want to be near me. Oh, bang, they're gone. And I love the extra bit at the end, and I'm pretty sure I've peaked for the day. This is the one moment in my day where I can be alone and whatnot. Look, hopefully you just don't use it too much and then they catch on, and then suddenly you've lost your 5 minutes of coffee drinking serenity. Stole this one from my mum. Oh yeah, I don't know what they are exactly, but I've definitely seen them before. You could almost do that on the back of the door if you screwed it in the bottom as well or something, then it wouldn't swing around as much. Yeah, keep everything organized, makes sense. Geez, you got a lot of products though, don't you? Because yeah, too often it's just stored at the back of the cupboard. You don't know where it is. And then you just got products on products. You might think you're out of it because you couldn't find it, and then you get home and you find the one you wanted. You can just go, okay, that one's out, swap it in and out. Yeah, definitely good to have some organization in your life wherever you can, I reckon. So if this is a top tip for you, go for it. A large carabiner with a sponge grip makes carrying groceries a more pleasant experience on your fingers. Oh yeah, that makes sense. You know, generally I would say never load the gate of a carabiner, but this is just shopping, so that's alright. I've always seen those carabiners on prams for some reason. I don't know where I've never even seen them in store. But then also, if you get 5 carabiners, and you can go 5 on one hand, 5 on the other, and you will never have to do more than one trip to get all the shopping from the car to wherever you need to packing away. That is the real life hack right here. You know, they know exactly what they're doing. Only one hand needed, just hoik it up and you're all good. Won't dig into your hand. You can carry 50 kilos one hand, 50 kilos in the other. Look, they're not even using their thumb. That's a whole extra one they could be using right there. This is the perfect life hack for anyone that needs a bit more efficiency in their life, or just, you know, has sensitive hands. And the top of life hacks for the month is, this isn't really a life hack, but it's something you might want to do in the future. My hospital bill went from $4,000 to $950, all because I asked them for a receipt and a list of everything I was being charged for, and they lowered my bill by 76%. Our healthcare system is a scam. What? What the hell? How do they just knock off $3,000 for that? That's just insanity. Now, this definitely sounds like an American type of thing. I don't know what is going on here. I've never heard of such ridiculousness. But yeah, if any other Americans, I imagine, want to speak on this matter, I just cannot see that being the case. That is just so crazy and so full of deceit and lies. I just cannot believe it. That's ridiculous. All these people out here getting charged 4 times as much as they should be just because they can. I'll never fully understand how people can afford it. I guess, you know, they just teach you don't get sick and don't go to hospital or something like that. Especially because $1,000 isn't cheap, but if you have to dodge all the rot in the system as well, how tiring that would be. So hopefully this was a bit more of a coincidence than a actual thing that this Yolanda had. Yeah, that's a very interesting situation that you dealt with. But that is going to do it for the top of this month of life hacks. If you like the video, don't forget to do the YouTube analytical things like liking and commenting down below. Other than that, I've been posting a lot of these videos, so maybe you want to check some of the other ones out, or maybe consider subscribing so you won't miss anyone in the future. But all in all, have a good one, and see ya.